Show respect, step back, no need for space invasion. Stop saying your room number at the day's end. Let the girl dance, that's really all she came for. $1 million dress probably came from the thrift store. Even though she seems to be exactly what you wish for, she's never coming in on your transistor. Don't matter if you're rich or piss poor, she's out of your league and in a different sport. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. No creeping allowed, yo, you just get a glance. Don't try to swim game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch her soul blow from a distance, but give her some space, son, let the girl dance.
Hey everybody, I'm Randy Silvas.
And I'm Tony Mollick.
Welcome back to Slotrods Underground, Night 1, Part 2.
Just to remind everybody, the Underground is a points championship spanning 3 nights of racing. And the way the points are set up tonight, you get 2 points for crossing the starting line under power, 1 point for crossing the finish line in your own lane, 5 points for a win, giving you a total of 8 possible points per round. So, let's pick up where we left off last time.
Round 2, Race 7, we got 8 Ball versus Red Reaper. Oh, 8 Ball just got Reaper off the line.
But Reaper just barely managed to come around him on the big end, right before the finish line.
Giving Red Reaper the win.
Round 2, Race 8, the GTO called Vengeance versus Kelly's Corvair.
Vengeance is off and running, and something happened to the Corvair.
Her rear tires were spinning all the way to the 100-foot mark. Then she finally caught traction, but it was too late.
And that gives Vengeance the full 8 points for the round.
Round 2, Race 9, the 55 Nomad called Valentine versus the 64 Chevy 2 called 420 Time. Chevy 2 got the hit.
Yeah, I know it's a little early in the episode to say it, but nah, that's a drag race.
Ooh, giving it up early this week. Looks like 420 Time may have gotten a win. It looked like he was coming around him at the finish. Might have been.
Well, those two blurs don't tell us anything. Let's see the still photo.
Oh man, that Nomad nudged that Nova out by a bumper.
Round 2, Race 10, Tony's 66 Fairlane called Black and Blue versus Old Heavy. Tony got out in front of him and never looked back.
He was definitely trying to come around me, but I held him off.
And that's Black and Blue for the win. Round 2, Race 11, we got Kelly and her Good Vibes Beetle in the left lane versus Tony and Prince in the right lane. Last time Prince went down the track, he was in the left lane and got disqualified for crossing lanes before finish.
All right, we rolling? Rolling. What's that, Mike? You might get hit by a Corvette.
No, you predicted a bug Corvette.
Corvette jumped last time. You went to the right. I'm in the right lane. No problem this time.
Poker straight right down the middle of the track. Tony surprises us by taking out the Good Vibes Beetle for the win.
Round 2, race 12, Tim's Tri-Tower Tri-5 55 versus my little red 57 Bel Air called Ruby.
Tony got out in front of him, but Timmy almost ran him down. Ruby comes through the tunnel first, wins by half a car length.
Round 3, race 1, Cannonball in the left lane versus Lambo in the right.
When I took the bite of the cheeseburger, it was a bit hotter than I thought, and I burnt my tongue. And that's why I forgot to go.
I don't even think we need the finish line footage to decide that one. That's Cannonball for the win.
Round 3, race 2, Drew in the Wrecker versus Tim in the Fiero called Poison. Looks like Drew pulled away from Tim at the halfway point and took the win.
Round 3, race 3, Kelly and Valentine versus Keith and the Bird.
It's 10 seconds. That's 10 seconds blinking. It's 11 blinking.
Kelly gets off the line first, and Keith just couldn't run her down.
Round 3, race 4, Golgotha versus The Antidote.
Golgotha looked a lot better that time and takes the win by a solid margin.
Round 3, race 5, Black and Blue versus The 8 Ball.
I don't know what Drew did to the 8 ball between round 2 and round 3, but he just beat my little Fairlane.
This race was won at the starting line. Drew chopped that tree down.
Either that or it was a damn good guess. Either way, that's 8 ball for the win.
Which brings us to the halfway point of the last round of the night. Ruby versus Kelly's Corvair. Huh? What happened?
I don't know what happened, but something about that left lane hates me, and Kelly's Corvair got the win.
Round 3, race 7, we got Vengeance versus the Lambo.
Rolling.
I don't know, Tony. I think that left lane's contagious, and you got some on me.
Ew, thanks for the visual. Vengeance for the win. Round 3, Race 8, Michael Mack in the 67 Comet called Mean Streak versus Drew in 420 time.
And there's another good drag race.
.420 time by nose.
Round 3, race 9, Michael Mack in the 41 Ford called Bootleg versus his mother Kelly in the Good Vibes Beetle.
They look like they're ready.
Woo! The Beetle got beat again. No way!
All right, that's it. I'm putting a new motor in that thing before the next race. I'm going to make sure she's a contender.
And that's Bootleg for the win. Round 3, race 10, a little more Chevy on Chevy crime. Prince versus Wicked. Look out, Tony. You're back in that left lane.
And to the same effect again, no points for Prince.
And that's Wicked for the win. Rounding third and headed for home, we got Red Runner versus Old Heavy.
Well, there's the closest race of the round.
You ain't kidding. That's Red Runner by a fender.
And that brings us to our last race of the night, folks. Red Reaper versus the 65 Galaxy called JB Senior.
JB got off to a late start, and it was Red Reaper all the way.
That's Reaper for the win, and that was our last race of the night. And this is our leaderboard for the first night of our competition.
Cannonball, Red Reaper, and the Wrecker are all tied for first place with 24 points.
Valentine, Bootleg, Black and Blue, Vengeance, The Bird, 420 Time, and Red Runner are all tangled up in fourth place with 19 points.
Ruby's in sole possession of 10th place with 18 points. JB Senior, Good Vibes, Mean Streak, Kelly's Corvair, Wicked, Poison, Golgotha, Lambo 1, Antidote, and Old Heavy are tied for 11th place with 14 points.
The Magic 8 Ball is in 22nd place with 10 points, and Prince and Lambo 2 are tied for 23rd place with 8 points apiece.
Next time we get together, it'll be night 2 of the competition. And we'll be moving the track to a new location and be changing from 1/8 mile to 880 feet at scale.
And we'll also be changing the points on night 2. All points will be increased. That means the people on the bottom of the list are going to have a better chance at getting up towards the top of the list. But the first thing they're going to have to do is take out the leaders. But it also gives the leaders a chance to distance themselves from the pack. All they have to do is win, win, win.
And we would like to thank you for joining us in the Underground. So until next time, I'm Randy Silvis.
And I'm Tony Mollick.
And you've been watching Slotrods.
so much style, it's ridiculous. The type of girl to witness all the wishes. All the bitches call her vicious, cause she got that something that they all are missing. Type of girl to make your mother main, make a straight girl wanna trade to the other team. Take a loyal man and foil his plans. He'll destroy his whole fam just for demands, and she won't even notice. She's focused on some bigger things. A lovely lotus as a bonus, she can trick a fang. Fall at her feet, it's a solid defeat. But the call of the beat is all that she seeks. She relies on a butcher for eyeballing meat. Only goes to the club for the $5 drinks. Even though she ain't paid for one yet, she ain't teasing. And she just ain't trying to leave the dance floor for no reason. Let the girl dance, don't interrupt. Nothing less than Patron in her cup. Gawkers all around, stalkers in the background. A portrait of some sad clowns that lost love. It's simpler than